I'm Ariane, account manager at Flux 50, leading the startup corporate ecosystem, and I'm also an internationalization pioneer. So our cluster is Flux 50 Spearhead Cluster in Flanders, supporting innovation for the energy transition. Well, we actually have our strategy, so inspire, connect and accelerate. So we inspire them with what is hot in the market, which leading technologies, what can they use, who is going where, so everything that is knowledge related. Then we match them, startups to corporates, but also startups together to make something bigger, to innovate together, because cooperation is really in our DNA. And then we want to accelerate them, so we bring their innovations beyond the Flemish borders, we support them in their internationalization, but also in the home market, linking them to the right people, to financial players, etc. First of all, it's like convincing them of the challenge that there is, or the need for solutions that they have. Then data is a really difficult one. Like, for example, we started an initiative taken by the TSO and the DSO in Flanders to get a hold of the data of larger SMEs, to see what their flexibility potential is. And actually, it's really difficult to get those data because they don't always have it available, or it's not measurable, or it's not compliant with what the TSO and DSO what they need. So that's a hurdle as well. Yeah. Create our own tools, or we do have a project running with other organizations where we set up events where they can use the solution providers for their specific challenge. We set up projects with other clusters. For example, we have a project with the food cluster where we show where we research some solutions, like, for example, for heating and processing industry, and then what comes out of it we disseminate it. That is really also key. So sharing the results and spreading what is available. That is I think that is the most powerful tool that we have, actually. Yeah. Of course, we are part of the International Clean Tech Network, which hosts clusters that work on water and circularity. We focus only on energy, but we have a project running, for example, on circularity in the construction, plastics and textile, with the Portuguese and Danish cluster. So that's very useful to see what happens in those sectors, and also use methodologies that are from other clusters that were implemented in this project. And of course, we're also involved in Interreg projects within our region, Northwest Europe's two seas. With the Netherlands, we have a lot of cross-border projects, and that's very useful to connect and to learn from each other, and to support companies to go abroad, and through cascade funding, and to work on both sides of the border. Yeah.